Why are you depressed? Can you be depressed for no reason? In today's video, I'm going to dispel some misunderstandings about depression. Why are you depressed? Can you be depressed for no reason? So many people still get it wrong, and so much of a mainstream society still gets it wrong. But today I'm not going to talk about this connection between the society and your depression. I talked about it in my previous video. You can look it up there. Today I'm going to talk about a very intimate, personal reason, your reason that you got depressed. Yes, there is a reason. There is always a reason. Depression does not happen without a reason. As a matter of fact, nothing inside yourself happens without a reason. You've got this beautiful system that works like the best computer systems anybody has ever designed. It's a marvel. It's exquisite. Okay, everything happens inside you. Everything happens for a reason. There is a logic to everything, which is a really good news. Because once you understand this logic, how it all works, you can use it to your advantage. And you can make changes, and you can uncover things inside yourself that will make your life much easier. Your life will open up because of that, because of you understanding what it is that's happening inside you, why something actually came to life, why your depression came to life, why are you depressed. And of course, no. You cannot be depressed for no reason. Depression is here for a reason. And your depression will stay with you for as long as that reason is still inside you. And you have not dealt with it, and you have not uncovered it, and you have not faced it. Okay? So let me go a step back to this sort of a basic question. What is depression? What is depression? I know it's a lot talked about it, and a lot of it is totally misunderstood. Depression is a sign that there is something inside you that's gone wrong. Depression is a sign that there is something inside you that's preventing you from normal functioning. Depression is an alarm bell for you, if you want it. It's telling you, depression is telling you, hey, there is something wrong inside you. There is some pain inside you that you need to deal with. That's what depression is telling you. Depression is here to tell you that there is pain inside you that needs to be dealt with on a personal level. It is your personal pain. It is a pain that came to life sometime in the past, often when you were still a child, when you were not capable of not even understanding exactly how it came to life, what caused it, how to deal with it, when you were not capable to deal with it. And it has never been addressed, and it's still with you. It is a pain that is still with you. There is a pain that has not been addressed. There is a pain that is crippling you because it has not been recognized. It has not been identified. It has not been faced, looked at directly. It has not been taken apart, and it has not been examined. It has not been looked at a detail after another detail and processed that way. Because once you look at it, you look inside it very carefully, you look into it, into each very, very detail, bit by bit. And that is called processing your pain, dealing with your pain, facing your pain, recognizing your pain, identifying your pain. For as long as you don't do that, your pain will still be there, and it will be more and more crippling, because the more and more you push it away, the more and more you look away from it, the more and more you don't want to recognize it, or you just fail to recognize it for some lack of insight for that long, your depression will be with you. Your depression will be telling you, hey, there is this pain that you need to deal with. There is this pain that is crippling you. There is this pain that is inside you that you need to uncover, identify, examine, embrace. What you need to do first is embrace it. Show compassion for yourself, for your pain, show love for yourself. You need love. You need love from yourself because you're dealing with this huge pain inside you. You need to embrace it. You have to give it a hug. Give yourself a hug for being in this pain. You need all the love from yourself that you can possibly give, and you've got so much inside it. And then you can embrace the pain. You can look into the pain. Yes, you can. And this is the only way forward. This is the only way to get away from your depression. Once you deal with the pain, once you recognize the pain, once you examine it, you face it, you look into it detail by detail by detail, inch by inch by inch, there will be no more need for depression. Your depression will be gone. Like this. And because that pain is being processed, is being recognized, is being dealt with, is being embraced, is being loved. No more pain, no more need for depression. There are so many misunderstandings. There are so many people still looking at depression in a wrong way, like totally mistaken, like a totally deluded. Taking some sort of a medication to deal with some sort of a, changes in chemical changes in your brain, you know what I mean? Chemical changes in your brain are not what caused your depression. Slight chemical changes in the brain can happen because of your depression. Because of the pain inside you that you have not identified, that you have not recognized so far. And by taking this medication for a little while, you can mask the pain, mask the feelings of the pain so you won't feel it that much, but the pain will still be there. Although on a surface level you won't feel it that much, but in the long run, it's no use. It's no use. And you will suffer from side effects and pain will come up again, you will surface up again, and you will need to take more and more medication, and it's just a closed circle that you never get out of it. You can medicate yourself more and more. You can have more and more side effects of medication, and your pain will still surface. Your pain is still there. You have done nothing about the pain, about the real cause of your depression. Which depression, as I said, is just a sign that you're carrying a pain. Depression is just pointing to you that there is a pain inside you that you need to deal with. That's what depression is, okay? And it always has a cause. A pain inside you, an unrecognized pain, a pain not dealt with, pain not identified, the pain not examined. That is the cause for your depression, okay? So, you need to look at it, you need to deal with it, you need to identify it, you need to recognize it, and in my next video, I will show you step by step how that is possible, how you can do it without fear of being overwhelmed, because there is a reason why you haven't looked at this pain so far, why you haven't identified it, why you maybe even insight into it, and so on and so on. But yes, you can do it. Anybody can do it. And once you do it, once you do everything I talked about in this video, you recognize this pain, you embrace it, you sort of look into it, you identify it, you examine it bit by bit, you process it, your pain will go away. And there will be no need for depression, okay? No need at all. And this is a natural way to deal with it, to recognize it, and to dispel all this delusion about depression that you might be living in so far, and you might be struggling with, and which makes everything even worse. All this suffering for no good reason, okay? So stay with me. In my next video we will go exactly through the steps how to do this, how to identify the pain, deal with the pain, recognize the pain, examine the pain, and then take away the reason for depression. I know you might think this sounds almost too simple. It is actually simple. Once you understand the system that you have, once you understand yourself, how you function, it is actually really simple to deal with it, and then you just recognize certain steps that need to be taken, and you do it, and your life is just starts being lived on a totally different level, on a totally different plane, if you want, where everything is so much more free and beautiful and open, and with so many possibilities of life to be, just felt and experienced on a level of true life, of your true self, as I always say. Anyway, this is for me for today. Stay with me on my channel. There is always some programs that you can use to help yourself, but there is enough in my channel in itself, enough videos that can help you by, and there is always other people in other videos and other programs that can help you too. There is a lot of help out there once you just identify what it is that you're dealing with. And it's not difficult. So, take care. I will talk to you soon. I will see you on my next video.